Hello, welcome back to another video. About 2 years ago, well, 2 years and 1 week ago, April the 13th, I opened a record store with no real idea of, what I was getting myself into. Basically, I was selling dance music online on eBay. I built up, quite a big collection. It was filling the house, floor to ceiling. I thought, you know what, it'd be better if I could put all these records somewhere and people could come in, have a look and buy it direct. So much easier. Which is also known as a record store. So, went ahead, done it. Didn't really have the traditional record store music to start with, but that come, pretty quick actually. People started bringing stuff in, selling stuff. And then about 6 months to 6 to 8 months later, you're probably wondering why there's an echo, we'll come to that. 6 to 8 months later, Red Brick come along, Red Brick in Digbeth. Since then, we've actually got 2 stores in Red Brick, big one at the back, one at the front, unmanned, fill it with stock, pay the rent, and they pay me every 2 weeks, which is nice. And then that's been that for, 18 months, finding my feet. Made some good changes in the shop for the better. It's looking great. But I'm always thinking, what next? What next? Obviously the taxi companies, that was a year ago. But what can I do next? And I'm always thinking of the next thing. I'm always looking around, different opportunities, different retail opportunities, different business opportunities, never really wanting to stand still and just keep doing the same thing. If I can do it, I'll do it. And about 2 months ago, an opportunity came up. And like I said, I've been looking around for different things, different opportunities all the time. For some reason or other, it's not the right thing, it's not the right price, too expensive, location, da-da-da-da-da. But I found something, and I think it's perfect. And it just ticked all the boxes. I was like, yes, 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 let's do it. It's just been a long process. This started in February. Some of you know, only not many people know, but I'm opening another record shop. A manned record shop. This is next level. I'm actually pretty nervous about this. Excited, nervous. The last record shop was pretty easy move. It was like a sidestep for me. I was renting a storage unit for 420 quid a month. The shop I'm in now is 380 quid. It was a no-brainer. Move everything to the shop. I'll be there. It's not going to cost me anything. Any like staff costs. Just made sense. This is a completely new business. It's going to be manned, so there's going to be staff costs and a new rental cost. So I'm gonna have to make it work. But yeah, I will show you around because I'd done a video like this 2 years ago, and I was just basically, the shop was empty, you might have seen it. Shop was empty, and it's basically the same sort of video. I'll spin you around. It's no windows on this one. About the same size as the other shop, I would say. No storage space, so got to be very careful about what we have here. There's a toilet, obviously, so you can do all your shopping. So I suppose you can store all the shit records in there, but yeah, I've got a toilet, sink. So it's going to be set up very differently to the current shop, and pretty cheaply, if I'm honest, because it's been a few unexpected costs along the way. We're going to go with Kallax units. So Kallax units all the way across there, Sorry, my bloody GoPro battery died, so I'm on my phone. So we're going to go with Kallax units all the way across. Records, ceiling. Well, we're just going to fill the walls with records. Will be a bit different. The walls are a bit, I mean, look, it's a bit higgledy-piggledy, so I can't, not sure how we're going to do it yet, but yeah. This is it. This is the new shop. Obviously it's going to look, we're going to start, I've got a load of stock in the car now, I'm going to sort of bring in. I reckon aiming for about 2 to 3 weeks for launch date. And you might be asking, where is it? Where is this new shop? It's not in Birmingham. We're branching out. It's not in Birmingham. Let me just show you where it is. I've got to open this door 1 second. Oh, sorry. So, we're down an alley. Don't think that's a problem. See if you can guess where we are. Any ideas yet? Any ideas yet? Any ideas? McDonald's, Greg's, High Street, Waterstones, HSBC, Beer Exchange, Clark's, WH Smith's. We're in the town centre, and yeah, we're down this alleyway, so I'm going to have the A-frame out here, some hoarding board in there, and down here there's a board game bunker. I'm going to go and see them in a minute. We're down here. And in here. So, if you hadn't guessed, I'm in Nuneaton. Nuneaton. Why Nuneaton? Looking at, first of all, the rent on the place is perfect. It's bang on. Like I said, I've been looking around for different things, and the rent has to be right. If the rent isn't right, you need to be careful. So the rent, £4,000 a year. They want £1,000 a quarter. So that is the same as my current shop. It's a really good deal. And the fact that it's a quarter, it gives me 3 months to find £1,000. Instead of having to find a monthly rent, every month you've got to find the rent. The wage is going to be, the difficult part. Already got someone that's going to be here working. from day one. The other thing is, when I looked at Nuneaton, there is no record shops, nothing. I think it's a H&D. Other than that, there's nowhere to buy second-hand records. So that was the other major thing. And so there's literally, I think there's a guy that there is a guy that does a Nuneaton market, but you know, for a general retail shop, stocking all sorts of genres, including dance music and whatever else, there isn't a retail store. Yeah, I think the nearest one was Nervous Records, but unfortunately, the owner passed away quite recently. I think there's a new one opening in Burbage, which is Hinckley. So again, it's not really something I would call class as competition. So the other thing was footfall. I think the footfall will be great here, much more than the current shop in Hall Green, Birmingham. I think the footfall here will be much, much higher. So that is what I'm calculated risk. This is what I'm going for. So yeah, I'm in the shop, obviously. I can say that now. I'm in the Nuneaton shop, obviously. Yeah, it's exciting. One light's already gone, I've just noticed. But anyway, it's probably a bit too bright if that was on. Oh no. Hold on, it's just waiting for the switch. Oh, there we go. Yeah, what do you think? Let me know your thoughts. I'm not one to, hang about. Like, my decision was made as soon as I found out the price of the rent. I was like, yeah, want it. But this time I'm dealing with a proper commercial estate agents. They take so long. It's just ridiculous. And there was a shock cost in the contract. It said in there, I have to pay the solicitor's fees. I was like, okay, got to be done. And there was no solicitor's fees price, no solicitor's fees in the contract. So I thought, how much is it going to be? £500, maybe £700. I got the final bill, £1,400. Killed me. I was like, what? For what? About 10 pieces of paper. The other sticking point was the lease. The lease, 6-year lease. And that was off-putting. So I went back. I was like, it's too much risk. What if it fails? What if something happens to me? Then that burden is on someone else. So I went back, I was like, right. No, they said a 6-year lease, 3-year break. I was like, nah. I went back with I'm more comfortable with a 6-year lease with a 2-year break. 2 years. I can take that. But they come back with a 6-year lease, 2-year, 4-year, and then obviously 6 years is over. So I was happy with that. I know that if it's all going wrong, something happens, I can break the lease within 2 years. So that was that. So that was all done. So what's it going to be called? It's going to be called Music is the Answer. Not changing it. Yeah, I wanted to keep it on brand. So yeah, if you're over this way, you've now got a shop which is more accessible. Might have another map up, come and get your new pins, you know. But, oh God, like, it is nerve-wracking, exciting. It's a bit of it's a calculated risk, calculated gamble. But, you know, you're only here once. Can't live your life full of regrets. I should have done this, should have done that. I'm always trying to improve, grow, just so as that when my kids, they can walk into a business when they're 18, you know, that's what I'm aiming for. So they don't have to work for someone else like I did for so long. Work for yourself, make your own destiny. But obviously that's all through hard work. So yeah, the journey starts again. What am I doing? What am I doing? Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.